Get a power cord.
Yes, sir. Put it up there already. Is that long enough?
It should be.
If not, I've got a longer one, yeah.
Hey, Niffy, let's try to just do one of these. The picture is doing something funky.
Let's get some power and see if
Okay.
that helps. And then if not, we'll just move it.
Work?
I think it
Is it frozen?
Yeah, no, it is.
Is he walking yet?
No,
You need a longer one, that would be.
no, I think it should be fine. Could be.
I've got another extension cord.
Carlos, this 2-year-old, my granddaughter.
Let's split that and see if that's or just do one.
Didn't end well.
I haven't used that. I don't. 19.
Yes, it is.
Okay, not to hear your kid anyway, yeah, okay, that's sorry. Sorry. Hold that. Yeah.
We got.
Terry, or Dee Dee, we're starting. I'm gonna call a meeting, the pension board meeting to order, please. And welcome. Everyone. And we'll start with the pledge of allegiance.
Well.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, Dave. Here. Steve.
Here.
Meredith. Here. Garrett. Niffy.
Here.
Okay. Are there deletions or additions to the pension board agenda? No. Are there any conflicts of interest of the board related to any agenda items? I'll ask for a motion for approval of the August 22nd meeting minutes, which were distributed. The draft minutes are posted online.
And I sent them out again.
Yeah. Motion to approve? No, someone needs to make a
I
motion.
move to approve the.
Wait
Okay.
a second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Going down to new business, annual employer contribution, Dave?
Well, there's no annual contribution because it's self-funded.
It's self-funded, right?
Self-funded, yeah. And it's like $336,000 in the account.
Okay.
And it's good for the next 100 years.
Okay, so, I had asked you to bring an amount, and so that's good. Somebody from the community had asked.
And it's, it averages anywhere from 19 or 10% to 7.5%.
Okay,
Up and down the scale.
and how many, subscribers?
9 volunteer firefighters on it.
Okay,
At the current draw rate, is that it'd be good for 100 years? Who sets the draw rate?
We do.
We do.
yeah,
It's set in the bylaws.
that was just raised, correct?
We just raised it at 5%,
Mhm.
which we could do more, but we don't want to do
The
that.
payout was defined when we joined. Basically, that 10 years, you get
Yeah,
150 a month if you're fully vested. And every additional year, you get an additional 15 per month, ending at 300 per month after 20 years. And after the volunteer becomes 50 years old.
Six, 60, 60, 60.
It's vested in 10 years of service, 50 years of age before you can go.
Okay.
So the lowest paid guys who became eligible get 1,500 a year. Correct?
Yeah, it's about right. Yep.
About, okay.
I feel like I asked this before, what happens to the funds after all subscribers? After everyone's dead, what happens to
It'll
them?
return to the fire department.
Okay.
After that,
My question is, do
remember, I plan to outlive you, so it's not.
my question is, why would we do that? Why would we leave excess funds?
Well, at the time, we had smart people setting this system up when we did the districting. And by going with the FPPA, which is run by retired police and fire department members, they do a very good job of investing, and it's a state, and you could get matching funds from the state.
And if in the event of poor performance, the fire department would be obligated to kick in their half, but that's not gonna happen as flush solvent as we are.
Can it lose money, or is it just a rate of increase that's fluctuating?
That's the increase in fluctuating. You know, some quarters it's more, and some quarters it was
As
like 10%.
participants atrophy, as in die, this thing gets better and better actuarially speaking.
My question is, are the funds at risk of ever like going down, not from draws, but from the investment? Is there?
only Putin takes over.
Poor investing could. Okay, but the way we are right now, we've been drawing, what, 7 and 10%, according to what we've talked about, right, Dave?
And when was this started?
So,
When we were districting,
When the district was formed?
90 or in 78.
it's handled by the state so that small fire departments can't raid the till, basically. It's handled by the FPPA for that reason. It's not touchable.
Right, got it.
So if the fire department, on that, you have to help us, we don't have to help you. It's kind of a funny way to say it. Is that correct, Dave?
Right.
Well, the firefighters put in their time, so that's like.
Correct.
So, and the point I'm trying to make, or the ultimate question is, should we increase the distributions so that we're not leaving money on the table? This is money that was earned by the
You should,
firefighters.
My feeling is that I'm not a gambler, never have been. I would rather have a very sound program. If it gets ridiculous, we'll visit it at that point. But
Okay.
otherwise to gamble with, because if we raised it, Dave, I know you're looking at me funny, but if we raised it and for some reason we fell on hard times.
Yeah.
And now the Golden Gate Fire Department would have to augment to make us solvent. That would be kind of our fault for pushing for a raise that we shouldn't. So if it gets above and beyond where it's a no-brainer, give those participants a raise. I think it's smart to do so, but it has to be absolutely flush.
100 years of funding to me is absolutely flush. There's a balance between, hey, let's get gambling and be ridiculous versus, are we leaving money on the table that the firefighters earned that they're not gonna see?
We have an actuarial study, what, every 4 years?
No, we just had.
Just had one.
We
We just had one.
because we wanted to see if we could afford to raise. And we only asked for like 5% and we didn't want to, go hog wild, but I didn't. We could have went for more, but we didn't. We kept it low, a little bit of raise. We don't need to get greedy. We all got other income.
So
We
what,
did get a raise of like 5%.
5%.
I received 300 a month. That translated into $315, $5 per hundred.
Yeah.
That doesn't affect me personally. Okay, it's nice and it puts a smile on my face, but I'd rather have a very sound actuarial. Or you're looking at me funny, Steve. You got input on that?
No, I agree with you 100%. Leave it the way it is.
I
The
like,
5% raise, I voted for it to give it to you. That was at the very early part of our terms.
yeah.
We voted that in.
You know.
It was discussed
another
by-
raise would probably be something in the environs of the same, which isn't really a game changer for most of us.
Daniel was arguing for that for the whole last year of the shoe, and never got it done. And then we got it done in the first couple of months.
So, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Maybe the next pension board can consider it. There's a balance between being conservative and making sure that we don't.
And taking care of your.
And taking care of your people. And to me, there's also, if the money just goes back to the district,
Yeah,
why? Like, that's not what it was there for. So,
exactly.
so my point is there's a balance in it. And if we're not hurting it, then I wouldn't want to just leave the money there and then it goes back to the district when it was meant for the retired firefighters.
so how frequently are there actuarial studies done?
4 years. Was it 3?
4 years.
They just did one.
Does it
Well,
say
just
we
was 2
could-
years ago.
Yeah.
So in a couple of years, we do another
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Okay.
We could look at the other one and see what it comes out to.
And I'm gonna say something unlucky. I feel like we're on the cusp of a recession. Let's hold tight.
Yeah. Larry, could you give us a
You're here.
clue what happened to Effie? Like, if if they don't answer the phone.
Regarding Deputy Bachman's retirement?
What was the
I see you guys here twice.
Oh, no, we cannot, divulge anything personal, about any patients.
What?
We can't divulge anything about any patients.
I know you can't involve anything, but you can tell us she's still at home or they take her to home.
That I'm actually not sure.
So,
What was the question? Kyle?
Can I answer that because we talked about it at club, she's home and she's okay,
oh,
Oh,
so she's with her son,
that's all we, yeah.
yeah.
who?
Happy,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
I could have.
yeah.
I just took her to the dentist the other day. Anything else, Dave? Okay,
I'll leave you to it. I motion that this meeting is over.
okay, do we need a motion to adjourn?
We do, but reading the item 7.
Yeah, next meeting.
Oh, next meeting is August 28th. 6:30 right here.
And now,
I second your motion.
August is a long way away.
and the vote?
Oh, all in favor? Aye,
Aye.
Dave? Adjourn?
Adjourn.
Steve? Adjourn.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the board meeting